So, Parthiban Prashant Prasad, have you been used Python earlier? Python tool, have you been familiar with?
No, ma'am. There is no opportunity to use Python.
Okay, okay, sure. So I'll show you, but you have to integrate the environment first. One is the VS Code, you have to install it. So I'll show you. So first I'll create a folder here in the desktop, right? So by the name of Parthiban, I have created a folder here in the desktop. I'll open it. So here in the path, what I'll write CMD. So here it is a shortcut key. So I can use code space dot. Here the VS Code, the editing tool will open. Fine. So here what it is, this is a VS Code. So you have to install this VS Code in your local laptop. So first basically, see here, what is Python exactly? The Python is a programming language which will be helping us to write a code, and also it is a high level, high end programming language and easy to learn, right? So this is a basic information of Python. So I'll deep dive into more just for the introduction. So here we will be using VS Code to edit all the codes. So what is this VS Code? VS Code is a IDE tool, integrated environment tool, where we will be edit and write the all the coding. So here we have like tabs of fields, edit and sections and more. So view, go, run, terminal and help, right? So these are the settings we have. So and just explore it once you install, and we have a new terminal and help, right? So what is this? These are the activities of the VS Code. So here we have explorer and search and source control, and again run and debug, and also here extensions. Once you install this VS Code, in this search tab, type Python. Okay. So here once you type Python, so here it will be like Python install, it will be there. Once again, let me zoom in. Yeah. Here the Python language support for the extension. Suppose you have to install this PyLicense and also Python debugger and also the Python environment for Microsoft. It will be everything you have to install. As if it is I'm installed, it shows me like restart extension. I don't want to restart extension. It is active only. So if it will show like install. So first what you have to do, you have to install VS Code. Once the VS Code is installed, in the extension, you just type Python and install that Python. Fine. Once you install, it shows like this, create a folder or file, go to the Explorer. So here, this is a folder name. I want to create a file over here. So here I'll be having new file, new folder, refresh, Explorer, and also collapse folder. So these are the four elements we have. So first I'll create a file in it. So how can I create? So Prashant.py. So py is the extension to create a Python file. So here I can write anything, like any codings I can write. So basically to create a file, so we can use this toggle. So where I'll be creating prasad.py, right? So enter. So this is how you can create a file, and if similarly the folder also, if you click on a folder, so you can give a name. For folder, there is no need of writing the extension. That is of DURGASOFT. Enter. Right? So this is how you can create a folder and file. So if in case when it comes to terminal, so here this is called as terminal. So this is file and folders part, and this VS Code is divided into this what it is. This is the activities. Here you have account and settings, and this is a file and folders area, and this area is of terminal, and this area is of code writing area. All right. And yeah, this is of if you want to run your code, you can run your code. and this is of splitting your screen. And here I have logged into this. So now what I'll do, I want to create a new folders and file by the terminal by writing the commands. The basic commands you should be remember. So mkdir are used to create a directory. Directory in the sense it is a folder, right? So mkdir, so Durga underscore soft 2. Okay, so enter. So now it says that the directory user in this Eshwari desktop, that is of Parthiban folder. Inside that I have created a one more folder that is of in this time, and the length name is DurgaSoft 2. See here, you can see DurgaSoft 2 is appeared. If you close this Windows D, and if you open this Parthiban, so here also you can see DurgaSoft 2 and DurgaSoft 1, right? And these are the files which I have created. Go back to VS Code. And again, if you want to create, similarly, you can create multiple folders. A, B, up arrow, C, up arrow, D. You can see here the changes over here. Files, folders are creating. Now I want to create a file over here. What is a command I can use? So here I can use new hyphen item, new hyphen item. You can write a name. Let us take something. See here, Eshwari file has been created. As of now, I haven't given like .py. So if I give, so it will be like Python file, or else it will be normal text file. Any doubts? Who joined today? So hi Kalyan. Hi. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hi, Eshwari. Yes, we are able to hear.
Oh, okay, Kalyan. I think you have attended the demo session, right, Kalyan?
Yeah, first two sessions I have attended, Eshwari. So yesterday I could not attend.
Oh, okay, sure, Kalyan. Fine now. So what all we learned now as of now? So we learned like how to install VS Code. Just go here. Install VS Code. Here it is http code visualstudio.com. So here you have to click download VS Code. And if you are using Mac OS, you can download this one. If you are using Windows or Linux versions, operating systems, you can go with Linux as well. So just download, click on download and install this VS Code, okay? So I have been already downloaded. So thanks for downloading VS Code. If you go here, it's downloading. And then once it downloads, just start installing it. And again, once VS Code is installed, it looks like this. So here in the extensions, just click on Python and install the Python in VS Code so that we can run all the things in the VS Code only. So this is of the basic thing to be learned. So I'll explain you one more time during the live classes when it comes to the topic of Python. Just for introduction, how to create a files and folders in the Python. I'm just showing you with a command, and also we have here manually, we can go here and create a new folder and file. Any doubt so far?
It is clear.
Okay, perfect. So now we have multiple terminals over here. We have, what are the terminals we have? So here we have partial git bash command prompt, JavaScript, and also we can split the terminals. Like we can use like any like 2 of the terminals at a time. So as of now, I'll just log into this git bash. And list of the terminals will be shown over here. And now what I'll do, I will check py.r3 hyphen version. Okay. Hash command not found. Why? Okay, here if you type in the terminal only, now I'm using the partial only. So here there is some interpreter error over here. So here Python 3.11.9. So here it says that this is a version. So or else you can check it by writing py3 Now, I just wanted to give you like brief introduction of variables. So what is variable, especially in the Python? Variables are the containers. So what is variables? Variables are the container which holds the data. Right. So here, what is variable? Variables are the container which holds the data. For example, here suppose we'll take Prashant. Okay, Prashant is a variable and I'm assigning some value to it. So see, Prashant equals to 10. So Prashant is a variable now. So what I'm assigning a value to Prashant. So if I print Prashant, right? If I print Prashant and run this command, so what would be our output? So it will be 10. Whatever this Prashant variable holds the value, it will be displayed over here in the terminal. Right? So what is this Prashant? Prashant is a variable and this is a value. So if I print this Prashant, it will come like what value it holds, like Prashant, whatever the value it holds, it will be displayed in the terminal. Similarly, Python is equal to, I'll write welcome to Python learning classes. Okay, so if I print variable Python, so if you run the code, so it will shows in the terminal like welcome to Python learning classes. And here the shortcut key, I want to print, suppose let us take some select all. I want to comment this. What is comment? Basically, comment in the sense it is used with the hashtags. So here you can see before before writing any codes, we will be using hashtag. What does it says? It says that this particular line number 1 is commented. Commented in the sense it will not be executed. See, if I run the code also, so there will be no values. So because everything has been commented. If in case I remove this comment by using the keyboard shortcut key, that is of control /. So here you can see Python, welcome Python is unchecked, in the sense it is not commented. So if I run the code, so here it will be like executed, that is of welcome to Python classes, but previously it was not. And similarly, if I comment this and uncomment the above code, right? So here, if I run the things, so here I'll got a value of 10, which means the comment is nothing but we are commenting the codes which should not be executed in our terminals. Why we need to use this comment, in the sense, if I want to give like, I'll be writing multiple comments. Like after 1 month or 1 week, if I see that, so I'll be getting confusion, what did I do in my last project? So to give the brief message, so here what I'm doing, so you can write hashtag. So this is a basic variable for practice. I can write it, right? So this is how this doesn't affect to your code, but it will be like a message to you for remembering what code you have done. So that's why it is important to learn, important to use this comment line whenever it is required for the remembrance of what code you have done. Or else to avoid the code to be executed, you can use this. So there are like, several kinds of comment line. So this is one of the kind, using hashtags. And one more we have, which is like this, triple quotes, okay? And I want to comment only these two. So here in the last line, you can write again triple quotes. So if you see, these lines are commented, and if you run this, see, there is no output. Are you getting? Kalyan, Parthiban, Prasad, are we there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, and then again, so you can not only the single quotes, you can also use the double quotes as well. See, you can use the double quotes for commenting. So instead of single quote, you can use double quotes as well. So it will be commented. And also the shortcut key for commenting is, so here I'll write something. Okay, let me select this. Alt Shift down arrow. So what does it do? It will copy paste. Alt Shift down arrow. So here I'll do one thing. I'll select this. Control /. This has been unchecked. So if you see how many times it has been written. Welcome to Python learning classes. Welcome to Python learning classes. Welcome to Python learning classes. So now I want to comment by using multi-line commenting. So one way I can select everything, right? So I can select from line number 8 to line number 19 and use directly control /. If I run, the code will not execute. One more thing, Control Z. So one more I can use, that is of triple single quote at the top of the comment, and here in the line number 21 also I'll use triple quote. Okay, so if I run this, it will not execute. Similarly, if I use double quotes, 3 double quotes you have to give. Okay, so and here also 3 double quotes and run the code, so it doesn't execute. So this is like, the comment line information. Why do we use this comment line? To give like, more description about what code you are writing. So that's how we can use this comment line. So if you wanna write any message for the code, you can use this. To clear the terminal, so you can write like, the command called clear, or else you can press Control L is a shortcut key. It will be erasing all the terminals over here. And if you want to save the whatever the codes you write, just use Control S. Okay, so Control S to save it. Save all the codes what you write. Along with that, Control Z, Control X to cut. Same as Excel, what we use the shortcut key that will be implemented in the VS Code also. Control S for save, and Control N, like, to create a new file. So let me try it. Yes, here Control N I have given. So new file has been opened. So you can use it, new file, for writing a text and all. Similarly in the previous one. Okay, fine then. Mm. We have, like, the data types over here. So what is data types? Data types are nothing but what the value we are assigning for the variable that should be having some data types over there, whether we are using string, whether we are using characters, whether we are using integer, boolean, float, decimal, and also the complex data types, so on. We have so on. So here we have to tell that it is of primitive and non-primitive data types we have in the Python. So where we will be using integer. So suppose a is equal to 1 and b equal to a. Okay, so and c equal to 5.4 and d equal to j and e is equal to true. So what I'll do, I will use this print function, print a, and here what I'll do, I will just Alt Shift down arrow. I don't want to write everything each time, so shortcut key I can use. So here B and C, D, E. I'll just edit it, and if I print again, so here we have every data. So I want to check what is the data type of this. So print type of A. Similarly, I can use this select 34 line, Alt Shift down arrow, and here you can write P as a variable and C, D, and E. Run this. So here you can see this is of class integer, class float, complex, and boolean. So I'll explain you in deep the data types in the live classes. So just for how to check what data type the variable has been assigned. So A, B, C, D are the variable which holds the value of 1, A, 5.4, 1 plus 2J, and true. So, and if I print that, all the values are executed over here. 1, 5.4, 1 plus 2j, and true. And I want to check what data is assigned. So 1a and 5.4, 1 plus 2j, these are the data which is assigned to the particular A, B, C, D, E variables, right? So here what data actually it is assigning, what data we are assigning to the variable, and what is it? To check that. So here we have print type of, in the parenthesis you have to write A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so if I print that, so here we can see class integer, class float, boolean, complex, and bool. Bool in the sense that is of true or false. We have used here true, so that's why it shows that boolean. So why we need to learn this Python for data analytics in the sense to evaluate, to do like, it is a base for to learning the programming language that is of Python. For visualization, we can learn it. So to make a visualization, to create a visualization, to use that four powerful library that is of NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib library and Seaborn. So we should be very strong with the basic things so that it starts from a basic that is creating a folders and file, what is data type and what is variables we learned for today. And also the shortcut keys and also the terminals we learned and installations of VS Code and extensions of Python. So any doubts so far? So we'll continue for tomorrow.
Ma'am,
Yes, Prasad.
uh, I have a question. For why we need to learn VBA or micros for this course?
Sorry, your voice is breaking, Prasad.
Okay. I have a question for Excel. Why we learn micros or VBA for this course?
Macros and VBA especially, if you have to, VBA is a programming language in Excel. It is a basic programming language we'll be using in Excel. So here macros comes to the recording, in the sense whatever you record the activities in the Excel, whatever you do, that can be used by repetitively. So it will be majority used for. So whenever you have a common patterns, in the sense the common table to be followed by each and every department, so you have to track that. At that time it is very good to automate, and you can share, like it saves the time manually writing every time every column name everything. If you record the things, it will be very easy.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So, is a visual basic coding we need to write?
Yes, the same thing, Visual Basic Code also the same thing to automate the repetitive task we will be using. And like, for complex calculations, if you want to do at that time, if you record all the VBA codes in that, so you can easily retrieve that code, and it helps like, the processing of the work very easily. And if you are dealing with the large data sets, again, you can use the recorded whatever the VBA code you have, you can import it and you can easily do the integration also. Why we use, in the sense it is helpful for repetitive tasks.
Okay, ma'am. Means my question is that do we need to write manually Visual Basic code?
Yeah, once you have to write and it will be recorded and saved, and no need to write n number of time. Only one time you can write it and save it. Like same as in a function. In a Python also we have like functions and lambda functions over here, and also the library. So where the code will be already predefined, or else you can write once a while and you can call that function n number of time. Similarly, in the VBA also. So one time you have to write a code and save it or record it. So it will be there in your system. So whenever required, whenever the related calculations you want to do, you can call that function and you can make like you can run that VBA codes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, please. So yeah, fine then. So we'll wind up for today. So we'll connect tomorrow. Thank you so much, Kalyan, Parthiban, Prasad, and Prashant. So we have P family, three P families over here. Prasad, Prashant, Parthiban, Kalyan is out one out.
Eshwari, one that like our regular classes. So will they be only on weekdays, or do we have classes on weekends also?
No, only weekdays, Monday to Friday. Saturday,
Okay.
Sunday, yeah, it's off.
So our tentative plan is like we'll be finishing the course sometime in February if we start from tomorrow.
Yeah, it will be completed by February. Yes.
Okay. Also, like the flow of classes that we follow is same like whatever is provided in the curriculum, right? Is it like that or?
Yeah, it is like that only. Like first we'll be starting with the Excel or any one of the tool we will start. We'll complete one tool first and then next tool will go. So like that we will be completing. If I start with the Excel, then again next Python, next SQL and next Git and again Power BI and lastly we'll learn some projects and all and also the interview questions. So these are the things. This is how we cover.
So last question, like how much of expertise do I need in Python to be a data analyst? So is it like only
Beginner
scripting knowledge would be fine or?
beginner to intermediate level is done. That's why the basic things, whatever we have given in the syllabus, right? All these topics should be strong enough. The most important is visualizations that is of Matplotlib library, NumPy, and also the data cleaning that is of Pandas.
So, maybe I'm not much aware. So, though we have Power BI tool, why is that we need the Python more in visualization?
Yeah, we have it, but some organization prefers Python a strong knowledge. Some prefer SQL with a strong knowledge for data analyst. Some of the organization or some of the business prefers Power BI as a domain, a strong domain. So that's why. So if you learn all the tools together, you can jump into any of them. So because to grab the opportunity with wide competition, so we have to learn all the tools and technologies which are similar for the workflow.
Yeah, Eshwari. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you, Kalyan. Yeah. Sure, yes, thank you. So we'll wind up for now. So thank you so much for your time. We'll connect tomorrow.